and welcome back to class. My name is Jill from Movement with Jill. Today we're going to be doing a more stretching based class with the bar. So let's actually get started. Again, loops around our feet. We're going to take the bar all the way down with us and we're going to come to lie on our stomach to start. So we're going to be coming into some extension here. If you don't like much extension, just come up to where you feel comfortable, whatever feels best for your body, for your back here. Our hips are going to be pressing into the ground, and we're going to start with that bar right under the chest. Hips are pushing into the ground. We're reaching back through those legs. And before we come into extension, we're just going to warm up the back chain of our body. I want you to lift your right leg up and then place it back down. Lift the left leg up and right back down. Still think growing through the crown of the head, pushing those hips into the mat, lower and lift, reaching through that leg and reaching, activating the back chain of our body here. Length through the crown of the head. And let's do one more here for each leg. And then lowering those legs down again, pushing those hips in. We're gonna start to overhead press. Reach the bar up and over. Bend the elbows back in. Head is just gently lifted off, and if it feels better, you can always rest your head all the way down and have the bar coming up, over, and behind the head. Otherwise, we have a little lift of the head. Chest is still on the ground. We're bending and extending those arms, thinking of length as we press and bend. Length as we press and bend. One more here, and then we're gonna bend, and you're gonna keep the bar just onto the forehead here. Hips are pushing in, reaching through the crown of the head. We're gonna come up into our extension, and again, whatever feels best for you. Starting to grow through the crown of the head, lifting ourselves up into extension, and then we lower ourselves right back down. Bar is pushing against the forehead. Hands are holding onto the sides equally, and then we lower ourselves right back down. Reaching through the crown of the head, pushing the hips, reaching through the toes, and we lower down. Let's do two more here. Length as we lift it up, thinking of that back, and then right back down. One more here, growing through the crown of the head, lifting ourselves up, and then we lower right back down. Staying down, we're gonna reach our arms straight out this time, and we're gonna come up into a full swan here. Reaching through the arms, reaching through the crown of the head, we're gonna lift ourselves up, and then we lower ourselves right back down, reaching through the arms, growing as we lift it up, and then we take it right back down. Length as we lift, thinking of that upper back. And again, we're only coming up however high feels best for you. So if that means this is your swan, awesome. If that means this is your swan, awesome. Whatever feels right for your spine, for your back today. We're lifting and we lower down. Let's take two more here, growing through the arms, the crown of the head. Final one here, reaching in length. And then we lower all the way down. We're gonna bend those elbows back in. Lift your hips up, reaching it back. Nice and long, we're gonna take a child's pose. And we're actively reaching and pushing that bar away from us. Reaching away. Knees are open, we're into a deep child's pose here, and we're reaching through those arms. Let's take a deep inhale while we're here. And a deep exhale, let everything go. One more here, a nice deep inhale to fill up those lungs. And an exhale, release everything out. And then from here, let's come to take a seat. So we're gonna bring this bar with us. We're gonna swing our legs in front, and we're gonna come to a seated position here. Keeping this bar right by our chest, reaching those legs long. We're gonna think of length here as well. So nice and slow, start to tuck that tail. Reaching through your legs, we're rolling ourselves all the way down, core is working. You're gonna reach that bar straight up overhead, and then reaching through that bar, scooping the abdominals, length as we lift it right back up, and then reach it up and over those toes, nice and long. We take the bar in with us. Slow and controlled, reaching through those legs, articulate down, We rest it down, reach that bar straight up overhead, reaching through the bar, growing through the arms, crown of the head, scooping those abs. We lift it all the way up, reach up and over for those legs again. Stack that spine, pull the bar in, tuck the tail. Slow and controlled, reaching through the legs, we roll it down, bar goes up, reaching through the arms, scooping the abs, lifting it all the way back up, and then reach it up and over. Let's take one more here, stack the spine, take the bar in, slow and controlled, we tuck, we wheel all the way down, reach the bar all the way out, reaching through those arms, and we're just gonna stay here for a moment, really reach the arms. Let's take a little bend to one side, and a little bend to the other side. Just a little wiggle of those hips, reaching that bar up to one side, and up to the other, stretching out those obliques, those hips, reaching, and reaching. We'll bring it right back through center, link through arms and legs. We come right back up, reaching through the bar, scooping the abs, lifting all the way back up, reach through those toes. And then we're gonna stack the spine. Let's just again make sure that those glutes are stuck right onto the arches or that middle part of the heel. And we're gonna come and take our saw here. So reach those legs long, we're gonna take the bar, and the bar is gonna go back behind our neck here. We're sitting up tall, and we're gonna take those legs, we're gonna open them here so they're mat width. Sitting up tall, reaching through the legs, and then just wiggle back and forth for a moment here so we can find those sit bones and make sure you're sitting right in the center of those sit bones, the center of those glutes. Sitting up tall, reaching through those toes, we're gonna take a twist at the rib cage. So to the right side first, we're gonna twist, take it back through center to the left, we twist, and back through center. Little rotation, and center, little rotation, and center. A few more here, twist, and center, twist, and center. Now we're gonna add a pulse. We pulse, pulse, center, twist, pulse, pulse, center, twist, pulse, and center, twist, pulse, and center. One more each, twist, pulse, and center, twist, pulse, and center. And then we're gonna take that bar back, reach up and over towards those toes, really, really lengthening through fingers, through toes, reaching through the crown of the head. And then we're gonna stack the spine back up, and let's come all the way to standing. Trying to keep those glutes onto the feet. If they come up, just place them right back on here. We're gonna grab onto this bar, and again, we're gonna take that bar right back behind the head. Nice and tall here, similar to what we just did while we were sitting. We're gonna take a little bend to side. One side, rib to hip, like you're reaching through that opposite side, stretching out this side. Grow nice and tall back through center. Other side, rib to hip, stretching, reaching through this side. Nice and tall, right back up. Let's take it again. Reaching through this rib, this hip, this oblique. Stacking the spine back up. Again, that side bend. Reaching through ribs, hips, oblique. Right back up. One more for each. That crunch and length. Final one, that crunch and length. Come back through center. We're gonna take that twist of the ribs. We twist and center. We twist and center. Trying to keep those hips centered here as we twist. That rotation comes from the rib cage. Twist, twist, center. Twist, twist, center. One more to each side. Final one. Let's take it right back, and we're gonna take this bar, reach it straight up to the sky, and really just reach through the arms, reach through the legs. Take a little bit of a back bend, so I'm pushing my hips forward, I'm arching my spine just a little bit here, only what feels okay. And then reaching through that bar, reaching through the straps, we lengthen all the way down, let that head hang. Keep a gentle bend in those knees here. We're gonna leave the bar on the ground. Slowly start to stack that spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling all the way back up, nice and tall. Shoulders go back. Let's do a few of those shoulder rolls here. And we are done with today's class. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Jill from Movement with Jill. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.